Alright, been a while since I did one of these. Let's do a collection showcase video. Am I stupid? SPA, what are you doing to me? Are you kidding me? No way, come on, dude. Holy smokes. You know what that means, baby? eBay 1 of 1, $1 million card right here. I know what I got. No low ballers. That's unreal. Alright. Hope everyone's having a great day today. I know I am because I'm doing a collection showcase video. I'm kind of keeping a promise that I made to you guys back at the end of 2024. Said I wanted to do more collection videos. Definitely wanted to just show off some more cards. Definitely kind of give the channel a little bit more substance. Kind of take a break from breaks. Yeah, haha. But yeah, definitely wanted to show off more of my cards, more of my collection, just because I really haven't done that at all. I've just been doing card breaks. And yeah, so basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show off my best slash favorite cards from every NHL team. So just a couple of quick rules that I've just set for myself. All the cards are autographs. Autographs are like my favorite thing to collect. I absolutely love autograph cards. So all these are autographs. The team has to be like on the card. It has to be the team that's on the card. It can't be like the Vitek Vanacek, for example, where it showed him in a New Jersey Devil uniform, but it was a Sharks card. Like that would count as a Sharks card, just as an example. So just to keep that keep that in check. And finally, no dual autos where it's players from different teams. Those you can't really count those for one or the other. It wouldn't really, I don't think it would be fair and or right. But anyway, without further ado, let's go. Every one auto, at least one auto from every NHL team. Let's get right into it. Yeah. All right, so we got everything lined up in the back here, and before we start, I'm just gonna get some cards in the background. These cards aren't eligible to be in the video, but I'm just gonna keep them in the background just because I think they're cool cards. First one here is a Rookie Inspirations auto from Upper Deck Rookie Update. It's a dual auto of Ron Hainsey and Ray Bourque. The numbering there is 29 of 199. How I have one of the themes here is this of this you're going to see soon enough is a soft spot for Leafs players. Ron Hainsey was one time a Leaf, and obviously Ray Bourque definitely obviously wasn't a Leaf. That's not what I'm implying here. It's just one of the best defensemen ever. Definitely a cool auto. So definitely again, Habs in a Bruins auto. So I can't put that in. Next one is one of my favorite autos. One of my favorite cards. Period is the Extra Significance from SP Game Used, 17 to 25, dual auto Tony and Phil Esposito. Super awesome card. I got this kind of right after Tony passed away, so definitely just wanted to get their autos into my collection because I didn't have either of them. But again, it's a Blackhawks and a Bruins auto, so fortunately it can't, based on the rules, I'm not putting it in this video. And then finally, another one of my just top favorite cards that I have is this 8-way auto from 13-14 Panini Contenders. 1 of 20. We've got Ryan Miller, Tim Thomas, Phil Kessel, Patrick Kane, Bobby Ryan, Dustin Brown, Ryan Kessler, and Zach Parise. So you can tell it's the best American players from like 13-14 at the time, probably. Super awesome card. Only 8-way auto that I have. It's probably going to be one of the only 8-way autos that I have. So super cool one. Eight different teams on here. You can't assign this to one team. So we're just going to put this at the front, and then we're going to get started into the showcase proper. All right, we're going to be starting off with the Anaheim Ducks first team, and I'm going to try to show as few cards as possible. If it was a close decision for me, then I'll include like one or two cards that were close. That's definitely going to happen for quite a few of the teams here where there's a tough choice between one or two autos. But again, starting off with the Anaheim Ducks. So just beating out my Braden Tracy RPA from 22-23 Stature is this autograph debut threads of Simone Benoit from 21-22 Ultimate. That's $39.99 there. Sick patch, sick auto. Again, soft spot for Benoit. He's on the Leafs. He's found a bottom six role on the team. I really like him. I just really like the way he plays, and I don't really have any good Ducks autos, so this was definitely the one that stood out for me the most. So there's our representative for the Anaheim Ducks, Simon Benoit, autograph debut threads patch auto. Okay, moving on to the Boston Bruins. This one was a no-brainer. There's no way anything in my collection is beating this. It's the Phil Kessel Future Watch Auto 632 and 999 0607 SP Authentic. Cracked this card out of a case. Definitely just one of my favorite Leafs. I absolutely love this. Don't really have too many Bruins autos in my collection, let alone solo Bruins autos, but definitely Phil is going to be up here. SP Authentic, the Future Watches, is going to be one of the big themes in this video because the Future Watch autos are just one of the most important cards in the hobby, and they take precedent over a lot of other rookie autos and rookie cards, which is just, that's a fact. That's how it is. I've stated that before. The Future Watch auto is super important. So there's Boston Bruins, Phil Kessel, Future Watch auto. All right, up next, we're on to the Buffalo Sabres, and I definitely had a bit of a choice here, but I definitely think TCB and Bills Mafia cards would disown me if I put the Jack Eichel Future Watch auto from 15-16 SP at number 1. So beating that out is the 21-22 Future Watch auto inscribed of JJ Peterka. So yeah, it's Eichel's great. I got like Eichel's a great player. I think the tiebreaker for me, Peterka's still a good prospect. It's that just it's the inscribed. It's rarer. There's only 50. There's 949 of the regular Future Watch autos. There's only 50 of the inscribed, and Peterka's still a pretty good player. So that's definitely the main tiebreaker for me. It's that this is the inscribed. So for Buffalo Sabres, we've got the JJ Peterka inscribed Future Watch auto to 999 there. Up next is the Calgary Flames. I got a couple of Iginla autos I could have picked from, but I definitely, the tiebreaker went to Stature here. This is a Century Momentous green parallel auto that is 7 of 25 there. I love Stature. I've said this many times before. Stature is like my favorite product. So definitely you're going to be seeing a lot of Stature, and a lot of the reason is going to be because Stature is my favorite product. They have some of just my favorite cards in there. So definitely super beautiful card with the Century Momentous, it filling that blank space there. So there we go for the Flames, the Jarome Iginla Century Momentous auto. Didn't really have much for the Carolina Hurricanes, but definitely I thought of this one as I was coming up with this video. We've got the Rod Brind'Amour Sign of the Times Black 20 of 25 from 22-23 SP Authentic. Brind'Amour, one of the best Canes, I think. No, he wasn't their captain when they won in 06. That was, I believe that was Ron Francis, but still, beloved Hurricane. He's the coach now. Super low numbered card. Loved the Sign of the Times. I've said that before. It's one of my favorite auto parallels from any set. So definitely to get a low numbered one. It definitely was super happy when I got this for the SPA Ripper Ship a long time ago. But there's the Sign of the Times Black to 25 for Rod Brind'Amour there for Carolina. Moving on to the Chicago Blackhawks, I definitely had some options here, but I mean, the tiebreaker has to go to the Teuvo Teravainen here. This premier rookie auto patch to 299 there. You are not like, I'm sorry, you are not beating this patch. And Teravainen's been a solid player throughout his career. He's back with Chicago now. So yeah, this is one of my favorite Chicago cards. This is one of my favorite cards, period. I should just, kind of come clean about that. Like, I'm sorry, this patch is just insane. Like, definitely just one of my favorite cards ever. So definitely this one had to take the spot for Chicago there for the Teuvo Teravainen Premier Rookie Auto Patch. All right, I definitely had a tough choice with the Avalanche / Quebec Nordiques for this one here, but definitely just beating out the Joe Sakic Clear Cut Exclusives auto 15 of 35 from Clear Cut. Has to be the Guy Lafleur Splendor auto 7 of 22 with the game used Quebec Nordiques piece in there. Like I know Lafleur was definitely, like, he's obviously most remembered for his time with Montreal. I get that, but you're not getting game used Quebec memorabilia from many places, from many sets, and Guy Lafleur is still one of the best players ever. Like, he is that good, and to have him on a Quebec card, I definitely just think it just edges Sakic out just a little bit. Again, it's lower numbered. It's a patch auto. Like it beats out the clear cut in basically in every way. So there's no way I couldn't give the Colorado spot to the Guy Lafleur Splendor auto. So moving on. Moving on to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Not too many good autos for them, but just beating out the Elvis Merzlikins debut ticket access auto is this Zach Werenski retro Ultimate Rookies auto from 16-17 Ultimate. So Werenski's having himself a great year. He's breaking some Columbus records. He's like, there's a good chance he might, like, he's definitely going to challenge Rick Nash for one of the best Blue Jackets players ever if he could stay there throughout the rest of his career. So definitely happy to have this Zach Werenski auto in my collection because he's just been great this year. It's that's 95 of 199. Forgot to mention that, but yeah, super awesome, really cool card. So definitely this one takes the spot for Columbus there, the Zach Werenski retro Ultimate Rookies auto. All right, so I said I know I was only going to show off a few cards, like at most 2 or 3 cards for certain teams, but Dallas has to be an exception because I have too many autos of a certain couple of players here. So we've got our winner, but first off, I mean, amongst all of the J-Rob autos that I do have, most of them being rookies and beating out also these 2 Wyatt Johnston rookie autos, and even beating out the Jason Robertson Cup Gold just base rookie auto. It has to be his Future Watch auto from 2021 SP Authentic. I mean, again, I've talked about it plenty before about the hobby not making sense. This was surprisingly like not that expensive or valuable of a card from when I got it online compared to the Future Watch auto, because again, just the Future Watch auto, it has so much weight and has so much pull in this hobby that it even beats out, a cup rookie auto that's only numbered to 36. But yeah, J-Rob Future Watch auto, this is one of my favorite cards. Definitely, he's just one of my favorite players. Didn't get a lot of respect when 2021 was out. Nick Robertson got more cards than him. I've kept saying that. It was always crazy to me how Nick got more cards than Jason. But yeah, he had a rough start to the year. Kept him off the 4 Nations, but he's heating up now. We'll see how they do in the playoffs there. But yeah, definitely had to pick the J-Rob Future Watch auto for the Dallas spot amongst all of those other Dallas cards. Up next is the Detroit Red Wings. I had some nice cards for them, but definitely none of them are beating out the Significance auto from 0506. SP Game used the Gordie Howe. I know it's a sticker auto. It's still got the Mr. Hockey Gordie Howe signature. And again, he's no longer with us. I think he passed away back in 2016. This is another one of just my favorite cards. I absolutely love this card. I'm never opening 0506 anything, like, period. That's just not happening. So to have a Gordie Howe auto from 0506 is super cool. And yeah, the fact that he was able to get the Mr. Hockey inscription on the sticker too was just really cool. So, and again, one of the easy top 5 players ever, Gordie Howe for sure. Just for how long he lasted, how tough he was. But yeah, there's Gordie Howe, Mr. Hockey Significance auto from SP Game used for the Detroit spot. All right, moving on to the Edmonton Oilers. It's not a question of who, it's a question of which one. So obviously it's going to be Connor McDavid. I don't have like any good Draisaitl or like Wayne Gretzky autos or anything like that. So beating out the retro red rainbow auto, from 2021 Platinum, and beating out the top shelf Selly's auto from 21-22 Clear Cut is the Connor McDavid base red Stature auto 7/10. The main thing for me why I picked this one over the other 2, I definitely just think it's the serial numbering. I definitely think this is the lowest population card of a McDavid auto that I have. I think there's no stated odds for the top shelf Selly's McDavid auto. It just says it's an SP, but I think, just personally having a look, I definitely think there's more than 10 of these that were made. And I don't know what the odds specifically for the red rainbow auto from 2021 are. I know because it's an update in 21-22 Platinum. I remember looking after the fact when I pulled this. Group B was like a 1 in 20,000, and Group A is 1 in 40,000. But again, even with that, I still think there's more than 10 of these that were made. And so for me, the tiebreaker is just that I know for a fact there's only 10 of these made. So they're all on card autos. They're all super awesome, but I just definitely think this is the shortest printed one, which gives it the top spot for my Edmonton Oilers card on this list. All right, moving on to the Florida Panthers. A couple, like, kind of a weird card here for me. Just got that one a long time ago. It's not the Anton Lundell Violet Pixels rookie auto. It's actually this 1-2 clear cut auto of Roberto Luongo and Olli Jokinen. The numbering 37 to 100 there. I from 06-07 trilogy. Definitely, I think this is the only trilogy card on this list. But yeah, definitely a lot of I really like Anton Lundell. I think he's a great player. But I mean, like, if we're talking like some of the best Panthers players ever, Jokinen's definitely up there, and Luongo for his two tenures there, definitely, one of the best goalies of his time, definitely one of the best Panthers for sure. And Florida's been definitely building a great team as of now. So those guys at some point will definitely usurp Luongo and Jokinen. But for now, I think definitely this has to be the top spot for Florida. Up next, we got the LA Kings. Not much for me to choose from here, but definitely this one was the easy pick. It's the clear cut Pride of Canada auto from 22-23, clear cut of Rob Blake, 98 and 99. This is from the Ripper ship. That, again, one of my two best videos ever. That was just those were two crazy videos for me. But yeah, Rob Blake, again, I said, very underrated. Doesn't get talked about a lot when it comes to the best defenseman of this time. So this is, again, nothing else really came close to this one for me. So definitely easy pick for the LA Kings on this list. All right, up next is the Minnesota Wild, and I kind of forgot I had this card, but this wasn't the one that I ended up picking. So beating out the Darcy Kemper Cup just base rookie auto to 249 for me is the Marco Rossi base rookie auto from Stature, 87 of 199. Uh, Both were pretty solid players. Kemper's pretty good. He's got a cup, but again, I think just the tiebreaker for me is that it's Stature. Again, these are, I said, it's my best slash favorite cards. Best and favorite, however I put it earlier. And I love Stature just a bit more than the cup because I've never opened the cup and I don't think I ever will. But yeah, I just really like this card. I really like Stature, and I just think, Rossi's still a pretty good player, having a decent year with the Wild. The Wild are having a great year, so definitely I think this is deserving of the top spot for the Minnesota Wild there. Up next is the Montreal Canadiens, and similar to Boston, I didn't really have many cards, but there's pretty much a no-brainer here. So yeah, even beating out the Patrick Waugh Panini Limited auto has to be this Carey Price autographed jersey auto, serial number 425 from 09-10 UD Black. It's on card. It's super low numbered. Game worn jersey. Compared to the Waugh, it's a sticker auto. It's higher numbered, and the jersey is just player worn. So this card just beats the Waugh card out in basically, again, in every important aspect. And Price is probably going to go down as one of the best goalies of this generation, if not the best. And it's definitely a bit of a shame that he didn't get a cup, and I don't mind saying that as a Leafs fan. Just he carried those Habs teams on any of the deep runs they made. It was on his back. It was not anyone else. That's just an opinion I'm sticking with. I don't think anyone's going to change my mind on that. He was really that good at his prime, especially like during the 14 Olympics too. Like no one was beating this guy. So definitely super happy to have this card, the Carey Price UD Black auto. All right, up next is the Nashville Predators, and definitely this one was probably surprisingly one of the ones I spent the most time on. So beating out the Eeli Tolvanen SPX rookie jersey auto, and beating out the Philip Tomasino Red Prism rookie auto numbered to 60 has to be this O-Pee-Chee Premier RPA of Cody Franson. It's 14 to 35. Again, soft spot for this guy. Loved him when he was on the Leafs. Just a pretty solid defenseman. Just loved the way he played. Very, very quiet, steady defenseman. And I mean, like, I think the other tiebreaker outside of it being lower numbered is like, look at those two patches. I don't really have that many good patches. This is up there in terms of some of the best patch cards that I have in my collection. Like, that's not being beat in many cases. So I think just, Franzen being a former Leaf and just a sick patches definitely make this the deserving spot for the deserving winner for Nashville there. All right, up next is New Jersey Devils. Didn't have much to pick from, and it wasn't really that hard of a decision. It's definitely the 1920 Century Momentous auto of Martin Brodeur from Stature. Pulled this myself. The kicked off Stature September last year. One of my favorite videos. I absolutely loved that video. I absolutely loved that series. Don't know if I'm going to be able to do it again this year. It's looking like I probably won't. But enough of that. Again, one of the best goalies ever. Top three easy. On card auto, beautiful card. Him hoisting the Stanley Cup, just super awesome. Nothing in my collection came close to this, so definitely deserving of the spot for New Jersey Devils. The Stature Century Momentous auto. Up next is New York Islanders. Same thing. Not much came close to this. It has to be the Mike Bossy Premier Signature autos from 03, 04 Upper Deck Premier. Definitely, we've been hearing with Ovechkin chasing Gretzky, we've been hearing a lot of, who's the best goal scorer of all time conversations, and people always throw certain names out, and I think one of the guys I kind of will defend the most will be Bossy, just because from what I've heard from people who saw him play, he was the best goal scorer of the 80s, and there's a lot of great goal scorers from that time, but people just keep saying he was the best, and a lot of people stand behind the fact that if he could have stayed healthy and had a longer career, that he probably would have been the scoring king. And I just, from hearing that from the people I've heard that from, it makes it just kind of gives it's kind of where I stand on Bossy as a goal scorer and where I stand on this card being in my collection. It's a super important one. It's one of the greatest goal scorers ever. So definitely super happy with this one, the Mike Bossy Premier Signatures auto. Up next is New York Rangers. This was a last minute change. I, for quite a while, had the Adam Fox rookie debut ticket access auto from 1920 credentials as the number one pick here. But definitely, I kept looking back at this other card, the one that actually I picked at number one, and I definitely don't think I don't think the Fox beats this. It's definitely got to be this Twig Sigs 3 auto from Leaf Lumber of Mark Messier, Eric Lindros, and Pavel Bure. I do like Adam Fox. I think he's a great player. It's a super cool card from Credentials, the rookie auto on card numbered to 65. But like, you got Mark Messier, won them their cup in '94, was on that team, and then two other really great players in Lindros and Bure. I couldn't justify having Adam Fox beat these three. Just the numbering, the stick cards, like, it's such a cool card. It's definitely my best New York Rangers card. It's the only Leaf card that took the top spot in this collection, so definitely I think deserving of the New York Rangers spot. The Twig 6-3 auto, Messier, Lindros, and Bure. Moving on, we got the Ottawa Senators. Not too many Senators cards. I have a Ray Emery auto, but it's not beating out the Jason Spezza Future Watch auto from 0203, 427 to 999. One of the best Senators ever. I loved him when he eventually came to the Leafs. He's super awesome, super cool player. Absolutely loved how he played the game. And again, I said it before, the Future Watch autos just have so much pull in the hobby. So this is definitely an important big card in my collection. So there's the Jason Spezza 0203 Future Watch auto. This is another tough decision here with the Philadelphia Flyers. Definitely love my JVR, but beating out the base black 1/1 auto of JVR from 22-23 Stature has to be the all-time Future Watch of Bobby Clark, 66 and 99. Again, love JVR, love this card. It's super awesome. I'm going for the rainbow of that one, but Bobby Clark is the Philadelphia Flyers. Like, he embodies basically everything that team is, and he's the best Flyer ever. I don't think there's any doubt in that statement whatsoever. And the all-time Future Watch is a really desirable card because SP Signature Legends is like a $500 box, and I opened one of these, and I was lucky enough to get a Bobby Clark all-time Future Watch auto. So I definitely respect Bobby Clark and what he means to the Philadelphia Flyers and the franchise. So definitely this one has to take the top spot for the Flyers. Again, even with my love of JVR, this is such a huge Flyers card. I couldn't not put it at number one. All right, even now I'm still doubting my decision on this one. So just beating out, and I mean like just beating out because I do love this card, beating out the four Icemen of Jagger, Mullen, Stevens, and Larry Murphy has to be the Gravitas auto, the Gravitas blue auto of Sidney Crosby from 21-22 Stature, 3 of 3. Like, it was super tough. I was going back and forth. I almost wanted to call it a draw at one point, but I mean, like, Sidney Crosby is like the face of one of the faces of this generation of hockey. I've said that before. I will keep saying that. I love Jagger. The other players on that card are great. But like, this is an on-card auto. It's pretty much almost as low numbered as this one. It's on card. It's such a beautiful card. Like, I think for me it's like it's a 1A, 1B type of thing. But this for me for sure is the 1A. It has to be the Sidney Crosby Stature auto. It's from Stature. Like, that's another part of kind of why it edges out the four Iceman autos. Just it's from Stature. But yeah, definitely just went back and forth with this one so many times. But yeah, the Gravitas Sidney Crosby blue auto definitely taking the top spot for the Penguins there. Up next is San Jose Sharks, beating out a Milan Mikalik rookie auto from Pacific. Has to be the UD Canvas signatures of Teemu Selanne, 7 of 25 is the blue ink parallel. Yeah, not much for Sharks cards. I haven't opened anything for 24-25 where I could get like a Macklin Celebrini, so definitely nothing in terms of that yet, but that's definitely something that probably could beat this out when the time comes. So yeah, Selanne, again, one of the best players, one of the best goal scorers, possibly the best Finnish born player of all time. Definitely has to take the San Jose Sharks spot there for the UD Canvas Signatures auto from 21-22 Clear Cut. Up next was the card that actually like made me make this video, is because I didn't really have a good Seattle Kraken auto. So this is far and away the best auto, and even though he's having a horrible year, it's the Matty Beniers rookie auto from 22-23 Stature. It is a redemption. Him and Slavkovsky, for the most part, are redemptions in 22-23 Stature, so this one still has the upper deck tape on it. Yeah, this is, again, far and away the best Seattle Kraken auto that I have, so definitely, I just needed to go out and get this one because I didn't really have a good Seattle auto outside of this, so definitely once I got this was definitely when I started compiling the list of my best and favorite autos. So definitely very thankful for this card. It is the Matty Beniers Stature rookie auto. Definitely a bit of a tough call. The St. Louis Blues have some like sneaky, pretty good autos, but for them, but beating out the Cosmic rookie auto of Jake Neighbors and the Scott Perunovich red photo variant auto to 5 is the Ryan O'Reilly Ultimate Icons jersey auto from 1920 Ultimate. That's 85 135. I think the tiebreaker for me was that just, O'Reilly's definitely just a solidified, just solid player. He's had a really good career. And I think just the picture of him holding the Conn Smythe just kind of separates it a little bit more from the two rookie autos. Like, that's such an awesome photo, such an awesome card to have made into an autograph card, him with the Conn Smythe. So definitely, I think, very deserving of the top spot. And I was genuinely surprised at how at the good amount of good Blues autos I had. But definitely this one takes the cake for the Blues there. All right, moving on to what is without a doubt the biggest hole/gap in my collection, the Tampa Bay Lightning. I searched far and wide, and I don't have anything really that good for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So beating out my Taylor Radish rainbow rookie auto from 21-22 Platinum and the Wendell Clark gold 1998-99 Be a Player auto is the Vincent Lecavalier base 1998-99 be a player auto. So yeah, I don't know. Like the tiebreaker for me is just that, over the Clark and the Radish is that, LeCavalier is just, he's best known for his time with Tampa. Obviously, he spent such a long time there with him in St. Louis. I couldn't pick anything over this one just because nothing else was good enough to beat this. And also, it's Vincent LeCavalier, so I couldn't not take this. So yeah, definitely something I need to address, and I'm gonna try and address it at the spring card show. It's coming up in about a month's time. But yeah, definitely need to hopefully beat this in over the next year or so. The Vinny LeCavalier be a player auto, and again, no disrespect to be a player. I love these cards, but like, it's crazy that this is the best Lightning auto that I have. All right, here we go. We got the Toronto Maple Leaf stack. So we've seen this card before, and I feel like there's a chance some of you might know what I picked for this one. But beating out the Wendell Clark exclusives auto, 31/65 from 21/22 clear cut, and then my beating out all of the big cards from my Nick Robertson auto collection that I'm just showing off here, beating out all of these really awesome cards that I love and I hold very dearly, and once again beating out a gold cup RPA. Sorry, a gold cup base rookie auto has to be the Austin Matthews embedded endorsements from 1920 clear cut, 17/99. I'm just gonna let you know now though, the next time I do this video, whenever it is, this one is not gonna be the top. I already have a card that's better than this one. It is in transit. I do not have the card yet. However, for the time being, it has to be this one just because straight up it's Austin Matthews. There's nothing like, I love Nick Robertson. I think he's a great player, and I think he's finding a good form this year. He's finding a little bit of a different gear with Craig Berube as coach, but like, Matthews is just, it's Matthews. He turned the franchise's fortunes around. We're still looking for some playoff success, but it's going to be on the back of him if it happens. So definitely, this is just the best one. No rookie autos, no Mitch Marner auto, anything like that. So definitely, it had to be the Austin Matthews on card auto from Clear Cut, the embedded endorsements. Up next is the original Winnipeg Jets, Arizona Coyotes, and Utah Hockey Club. I lumped them all together just because I don't have a good Coyotes auto for Phoenix or Arizona given that time frame, and I haven't opened 24-25 Black Diamond, so I don't have any Utah autos. So beating out this Teppo Numminen Chronology Mini Auto 19/30 from 1920 Credentials is a kind of unique and rare card of mine. It is a Teemu Selanne auto parallel from 1994-95 Parkhurst International. I think it's Parkhurst Series 1. I had a tough time finding where this card was from, but I remember buying this. When I bought this, it must have been a couple years ago now, that they didn't really do too many auto cards of Selanne in a Jets uniform, so I definitely went out and looked for that, and this was like the most reasonable and affordable one. But definitely need to look for, hopefully, a good modern Utah card or like a Clayton Keller rookie auto, something like that. But for now, this has to be the top card for the original Jets Coyotes Hockey Club franchise, the Teemu Selanne auto out of 2500 from Parkhurst International. Up next is Vancouver Canucks, and I'm shocked that I don't have much of them in my collection, but beating out this dual sign of the times to 99 of Marcus Naslund and Todd Bertuzzi, and beating out the Brock Besser Fire and Ice auto from 1920 Ice has to be the Brock Besser Stature Green auto 35/65. These two, they're decent cards. All right, I don't mind them. There's nothing against them, but again, this is just such a nice little color match card from Stature. Very beautiful looking card. Got a huge auto on there from Besser. So yeah, definitely just kind of what put this one over the top for the other two there. The Brock Besser Green Stature auto to 65 from 1920. Moving on to the Vegas Golden Knights, not too much for them, but a couple of decent cards, I think. Beating out the embedded endorsements to 99 of Jonathan Marchessault for me is the Logan Thompson SPX rookie jersey auto. The numbering is 190 to 375. So Thompson's he's been having a great year with Washington. They've just been such a huge surprise this year, and a lot of it has been on the back of Logan Thompson. He's been having a great year, putting up great numbers with them. They've won I don't believe they've won the Metro, but they clinched the playoff spot as of me recording this video. So again, I also think that the SPX rookie jersey auto is still a card that has some pull in the hobby. Maybe not as much as it used to, but I definitely still think it's an important and valuable card that collectors still look after for. So definitely put this one over top of the Jonathan Marchessault, the Logan Thompson rookie jersey auto. All right, we're finishing off with two no-brainers, two no-doubters. The first one, probably the best card in my collection period for the Washington Capitals, the Alex Ovechkin Stature patch auto, 4 of 5 from 22-23 Stature. Biggest pull ever, best card that I have. Unless I stumble into like a cup RPA of Ovechkin or like a future watch auto of him, nothing is gonna beat this card. I'd have to get to like a 1 of 1 or something lower than this, but like the odds of that happening are astronomically low. Like I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, this is probably one of the most important cards in my collection, and it's gonna just become that much more important once he breaks Gretzky's record. So yeah, it's only a matter of time. It's either gonna. I'm hoping it's this season. I feel like it'll be such a tease if we have to wait to the beginning of next year, but hopefully he does it, and yeah, it'll just be one of the defining moments of the NHL, of this era of the NHL for sure, when he breaks Gretzky's record. But yeah, definitely no doubter, no brainer. The Ovechkin patch auto 4/5 from 22-23 Stature. All right, once again, no brainer. We have from the Atlanta Thrashers / New Winnipeg Jets. We got Nicole Perfetti, Future Watch Auto Black from 21-22 SP Authentic. No brainer. I pretty sure there's at least only 5 of these cards. I have one, and I know someone I follow on Instagram has like 4 of them. Has 4 other ones. So I know there's at least 5 of these. I don't know how many more there are after that. But yeah, definitely just another important card in my collection. One of the biggest pulls I had, period, because it came in the same box as the JJ Peterka from earlier, and Black Future Watch autos are not an everyday occurrence. I think we all know that, and the fact that it's of a pretty solid, decent player for the Winnipeg Jets. You know, a lot of the young guys who have gone through there definitely have not stuck around. The fact that Cole Perfetti is one of the very few that have been able to stick around, it definitely means something. It definitely means he's at least, you know, a good player, because young players do not stick around on that team. We know that. You can I'm pretty sure Rutger McGroarty made some mention of that at one point or another. But yeah, definitely just going to transition back to the OV to finish off. Thank you all for watching. Let me know down below what was your favorite card. And again, this was just showing off my best and favorite cards of my collection. I'll try to do these at least once a year, just so I can show how my collection progresses. And again, this is definitely not the best collection out there. I'm not implying that this is the best collection of hockey cards out there. So definitely don't take this too seriously. Don't take anything that's said here like personally or whatever. This is just for fun. This is just something I want to do. Just something a little different, just to have a little fun, and definitely to kind of just showcase the cards and talk about what I love most about the hobby. And it's autographs, Stature, and it's Future Watch autos from SP Authentic. So those are like the main cards that showed up in here. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Next week will be an Anime Beach Filler episode. That's 100%. That's locked in at this point. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Later.